What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Noni, back again with another video. As you guys can read by the title, I'm going to be doing a cook with me video, doing some cheeseburger sliders. I know I am not a chef, so don't be expecting nothing on extra, but I just got off work and this is what I'm cooking today, and I decided why not just record it, because I'm going to have to cook it either way. Besides, I decided to cook cheeseburgers today just because I took all my nails off, and I mean, what's the better time to cook cheeseburgers and be able to dig all into the meat when you nail free? Because I just hate digging in it with nails. It's just, I don't know, it's disgusting. So I get to dig in it all freely and not have to worry about getting my nails all messy today. So if you guys are interested in watching this video, make sure you continue to watch, and do not forget to like, comment, and hit that red subscribe button so you can become part of the family, guys. So if you want to see me cook my little meal, or if you want to just vibe out with me for today, make sure you continue to watch.
Okay guys, so first I'm going to start off by, of course, washing my hands, because that's just the sanitary thing to do. You got to get up all under them nails and everything. Just make sure everything is nice and clean before you dig into food. Of course, I mean, that's just a given. I don't really have to explain that. Then I'm going to go ahead and dry my hands off with a paper towel. Throw that away, and then next I'm just going to take my meat of choice, which is ground beef. You can use whatever meat that you like, and I'm just going to take my cutting board and I'm going to cut open the ground beef. Like I said, you can use your choice of meat. Now I'm just grabbing my frying pan, turning my oven on high, or my stove. Then I'm going to grab another pan from underneath the bottom of the stove, which I keep some of my pans, not all of them, because I think it's kind of dirty. So as you see here, I'm going to wash that out just to make sure there isn't any dust or any bugs or whatever else may or may not be under the stove. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna rinse that off, give that a nice good clean. And then now I'm going to put my choice of oil. You do not have to use vegetable oil. I use vegetable oil. You may use whatever kind, and do not put it on high like I did here, because I ended up turning it up too high and it was crazy. Now I'm just getting out all my seasonings that I want to use to season my ground beef with. Okay, for seasoning, I like to always use onion powder, Mrs. Dash table blend, garlic powder, Old Bay seasoning, seasoning salt, ground pepper, and black pepper and salt, white salt. I know that's a lot of seasoning, but that's just what I like seasoning. Next, I'm just going to take all my pieces of ground beef, and I like to piece them up before they even go into the pan, because it just makes it for an easier cook, and also just breaks it down easier than just chopping it with a fork or a spoon or whatever. So I learned that tip, and I'm just gonna take my big wooden spoon, and here I go. You don't have to put that much salt and seasoning, but y'all, I'm a salt fiend, salt fanatic, and I know that it's bad for you, so I'm gonna try and cut back soon. But most of my things they are salty, so yeah, you don't have to do that. But yeah, I'm just gonna season everything, then mix everything up together. I'm just preheating my oven to 350 degrees. And then I am going to go ahead and take out my onion, and I'm just going to chop that into pieces. And you just put as many or as less onions as you like. Excuse that freaking airplane running by while I'm doing my voiceover. But just chop it up and put as many or as less as you like, or don't put any if you don't like them at all. But I love onions, so I'm going to go ahead and put them in there. And then after I'm done chopping them, I'm just going to go ahead and add that to the meat while it cooks. Next, I'm going to take my green bell pepper, because I just always have to have onions and green bell peppers in like majority of the things that I make. You can or don't have to if you don't like to. You can put whatever peppers, whatever onions, whatever you like to put in there, go ahead. But now I'm just going to take those and I'm going to chop those up to the desired liking. And then I'm going to also throw those on in the pan while it's cooking. And then I'm going to let that all just simmer down until the vegetables are nice and cooked down and soft. I like to clean up as I go so that it's not a big mess after I'm done cooking. So I'm just going to wash my knife off, wash my cutting board, and just make sure everything is still in order while I'm cooking so I don't have to worry about it at the end. Now here I'm just returning the onions and green pepper that I have left over to the refrigerator and grabbing out my cheese. But I really wanted y'all to just look at how nice and plump my bootay is looking. That's why I added this clip. Okay guys, so now I'm just checking the temperature of the oil with some sprinkling water in it. Now I'm just going to use some frozen french fries. Usually I would make homemade fries, but I didn't have any potatoes and it was cold and I was tired after work and did not feel like going to get any. So we're just going to use those that I have in the freezer already and just let those cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now I'm going to take my Hawaiian rolls and we're just going to take a few out of the pack. We're going to cut them down the middle just to have an opening to make a bun and then break them all apart so that they're separated and prepared to add the meat inside. And when adding the meat, I would suggest you use a smaller spoon. I'm going to use my big wooden spoon and it just was messy, and just listen to me and use a smaller spoon, please. I decided to use my Sargentino medium cheddar squared cheese, and I'm just going to fold them into halves and have it to where it's like 2 pieces of cheese on each slider. You can use whatever cheese you like. This is the cheese that I already had and I really like it for burgers. Next, I'm taking some cheap ass aluminum foil, and do not do this. Use a pan. You're going to see why later. But I'm taking aluminum foil and I'm placing my sliders on the foil so that I can get ready to put them in the oven. And I'm just going to bake those in the oven on 350. Remember, we preheated it just for like 8 minutes or so, just to get it all melted and nice and warm and good and crispy. Now here I am adding the sliders to the oven, and it was really hard because I used foil and I shouldn't have. So now I'm just going to set it to, let's see how many minutes I set it to. 6 minutes. Okay, well, 6 minutes. And then I'm going to check my fries. They are still cooking. So we just go give those a nice mix up and they'll be done soon. When the fries are floating at the top or they're crispy to your liking, and that's usually when they're done. Okay, so again, here I am just cleaning up in between my cooking, because I just like for my kitchen to be clean as I cook, and then I just don't like a crazy big mess when I'm done. So I wipe off my counters, again washing off my cutting board from using it again, and just cleaning anything that's in the sink or on the counters, just to make it easier for myself, because that's just what I like to do. You can wait till you're done if you want to, but it's so much easier on yourself if you just do it while the other things are cooking. Now here I'm just turning the things off, and this is where it got tricky, me trying to take out the sliders while they were on the foil. I'll show you another clip. And then now I'm just going to take all my french fries out, and I'm just being ghetto, putting them on a piece of paper towel, letting them, instead of putting it in a strainer, I'm letting them soak the extra oil off on a paper towel. Then I'm going to get another paper towel and just dab the excess oil on the top of it. my fries, I like to use my seasoning salt and my Mrs. Dash table blend. And I just use both of those and sprinkle them all over my fries. And then I just like to use my hands, if it's just me and my daughter, and just mix everything up together. And it gives a nice, good, when I say the seasoning is fire together, like, you'll thank me later, I promise. Now, just because I baked my Hawaiian rolls, I am going to add butter on top of them because that's just the way I like it. And then I'm also going to add ketchup, mustard, and mayo on it because those are the condiments I like on my burgers. But like I said earlier, you are able to just choose whatever things you like of your own to put on top of your slider. You do not have to follow after what I'm doing. Use your choice of condiments or toppings or no toppings at all. It's all up to you. Or just a week, we are chemistry. It's off the chain, it's perfect now. But will it change? This ain't a yes, this ain't a no. Just do your thing, we'll see how it goes. And if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You dust it off and try again, try again. If at first you don't succeed, you dust it off and try again. Now I'm just going to transfer over my sliders and my french fries over to a plate just so I can look nice and fancy. Add me a little side dipping ketchup for my fries. And then y'all know I got to sprinkle my parsley on my meal because I just do that on everything. It just makes everything look, okay, like just fancy. I'm one of them. I'm putting parsley on everything. I'll put it on cereal if I could. Try again. You can dust it off and try again and try again. 'Cause if at first you don't succeed.
Alright, you guys, so I know y'all see me have a few technical difficulties. It got a little ghetto towards the end, but y'all, whatever, it don't matter. We about to taste these real quick for y'all. Get your little plate so we gonna see what she said, because she a picky eater. So let me know when you're ready. You gotta make sure you got with some meat. Alright, you ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna just warm mine up a little bit though. All right, YouTube, so that's it for my cook with me video, you guys. I promise the next one will be a little, you know, less what's the word, frantic. It'll be less frantic. This is my first time doing a cook with me video, and it's actually harder than I thought because not only are you cooking, but you're trying to make sure you're getting the right angles and trying to make sure you're doing everything perfect. And then that, you know, my hair look crazy, and then that actually kind of puts me in anxiety. So I'm like, oh my god, what do I do next, what do I do next, or whatever. And I ended up dropping, I didn't even show y'all, I dropped all of the freaking little sliders when I took them out the oven because I should have put them in a pan and not on foil. I don't know why I did that, but I just didn't feel like grabbing the pan real quick, which I just should have. And so I ended up having to make them all over again, y'all. I was so irritated or whatever. So the end of the video, I kind of just rushed real quick, and then we ended up eating them because we didn't want them to get cold. So they turned out good though, really good. My daughter really liked them, and she's a picky eater, and I think she ate, I gave her 3. I think she might have ate like 2.5. She's still in there eating actually. I just eat quick. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know other stuff you guys want me to cook. I don't cook all the time, like, and that's only just because it's me and my daughter that live here, and me and her, both of us are real picky and we don't eat like a whole lot, so I don't cook all the time, but I do know how to cook some stuff, you guys. So let me know some stuff you want to see me make, and just whatever else you guys would like to see on my channel. I'm finna go and get ready for bed because I have to get back up early again and go to work, and she has to go to school, and I look a little bit cray-cray. I look a little cray-cray right now. So I'm about to go and take a shower, get ready for bed. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.